To match up with the New England Patriots. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Off the play fake, Jones.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jones on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down. As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They hand this off to Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Sheds off the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Second and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 17, Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Harris has it over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often, 2nd and 24. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones out right to Bourne.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give, right side. Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the night.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points